as the Russian Air Force had deployed its powerful jets including Su-30s, Su-35s, along with Su-34s and Su-24 strike aircraft. Can French Dassault Rafale jets and Turkish Bayraktar TB2 drones turn the tide for Ukraine? After flowering tensions between Russia and Ukraine, Moscow began withdrawing its soldiers that had been holding drills near the Ukrainian borders. Military units and formations are currently marching to railway loading stations and airfields, and loading onto landing ships, railway platforms and military transport aircraft, the ministry said in a statement. Defense Minister Sergei Shoigu announced that its troops who had deployed to southern and western Russia for exercises over the past few weeks would be returning to their bases. Bayraktar drones. The fear of a full-scale Russian invasion has perturbed Kiev, and they are believed to have started exploring the latest military equipment to counter Russian aggression. One military hardware that has particularly interested Ukraine is the Turkish Bayraktar TB2 drone. Turkish Foreign Minister Mevlut Çavuşoğlu said that his country was selling combat drones to Ukraine without preconditions. The deal is not directed against Russia. Earlier, the press service of Baykar, the largest Turkish manufacturer of drones, told Sputnik that Ukraine had already bought Turkish attack drones. We sell drones to whoever requests it. We have no preconditions. This deal is not against Russia. We are, fortunately, a country that has good production. We have something to sell, Çavuşoğlu told the Haberturk broadcaster. Rafale jets for Ukraine. Another military equipment that Kiev would get interested in is a fighter jet that can challenge powerful Russian jets. Ukraine has not bought any new fighter jet in 3 decades after the dissolution of the Soviet Union. Nevertheless, the fleet still remains a small force needing a booster shot, and France could help. France has lately been busy selling its latest 4th-generation fighter jet made by Dassault Aviation, and according to Sebastian Roblin writing for National Interest, Rafales could be a game-changer for Ukraine's defense against Russia. Last year, Kiev announced that it would modernize its Air Force fleet by spending up to $7.5 billion over the next 15 years and procure 36 to 42 new fighter aircraft, and Paris is keenly eyeing this as a potential Rafale deal. The Dassault Rafale is a French twin-engine, canard delta-wing, multirole fighter aircraft designed and built by the French aerospace giant Dassault Aviation. Equipped with a wide range of weapons, the Rafale is intended to perform air supremacy, interdiction, aerial reconnaissance, ground support, in-depth strike, anti-ship strike and nuclear deterrence missions. A truly multi-role operations platform. According to Sebastian, the French president is going to pitch Rafales during his visit to Ukraine this summer. However, there's one major catch. While Kiev's air force will be strengthened, it would lead to power imbalance, prompting Russia into intensifying its support to separatists in Donbass. Meanwhile, he also questions the surprising favoritism towards Rafales compared to American and Swedish single-engine fighter offerings. But Paris is optimistic that a guarantee of up to 85% of a loan to Ukraine to pay for a Rafale buy, for which €1.5 billion has already been set aside, will seal the deal. He explains why Ukraine could eye this lucrative offer. Additionally, the United States could be in for a longer game, offering the fighters at lower prices to prevent the Chinese acquisition of Ukraine's Motorzik engine manufacturer. France also points to an existing commercial mechanism to sell aircraft to Ukraine established for a €551 million deal for 55 Airbus helicopters. Nevertheless, even after years of upgradation and development, the Ukrainian Air Force is still increasingly vulnerable to Russian might, living in a constant threat of invasion and draining its already low coffers on defense equipment.